Down here, salt is a way of life.
Obviously, the environment down here is all salt. The ceiling's salt, the floor is salt, the walls are salt, and to an extent, the air is salt.
Hi, it's about 1975 and welcome to Elite Dangerous on the Legacy version on Xbox. And thanks to Commander Mr. Goodwood for this footage. This is of the event that TOC ran the other week on a Friday night. They did a fight night. Unfortunately, I was working. It started at 10 at night and I started work at 10 at night. So something I missed out on, but apparently it was a lot of fun and a lot of people had an awful lot of fun shooting TOC and fighting and dying and having a hilariously good time. There's some usual faces in this footage that I got sent, and apparently from all accounts it's a good event, and it's good of TOC to actually do what they can to keep the game alive and keep things going. A lot of people don't like them because they do kill people. They are a kill anyone, anywhere, for any reason type squad, but some people find that offensive and call them griefers. I don't think they have any problem with being called griefers. However, griefing is generally when a large number of players descend upon a small number of players, or some massive disadvantage or statistical anomaly with there's usually something there that's unfair. Whereas TOC don't really care. They're just looking for kills because they want their kill count. As Gowron's glory, and Commander Mr. Goodwood also made this, which he sent me to use in a video that features Gowron, and this video does feature Gowron. Somehow, Scooby got into an argument because somebody was upset over something that Gowron did and got upset with Scooby while he's out exploring, even though Scooby had nothing to do with it, but Scooby did make a comment. I don't know how Scooby finds them. It amazes me to this day. Scooby always manages to find people, even when he's doing innocent things miles away from anywhere. He always seems to find the people that get absolutely and utterly obsessed and upset with him over something that he's not involved in or didn't have anything to do with it, but just happened to make a comment about it. I remember the first incident that I can remember of this was the famous IED incident where Ragnar Scott had seen Scooby BGSing against IED in IED space. He contacted Polo and said it was grossly unfair that Scooby had a few of them blocked, because how dare he, because he was doing BGS against IED, and Ragnar Scott had seen him with his own eyes, and he put it all over their Discord, and loads of IED descended upon Scooby, calling him all sorts of names in comment sections for his horrific actions of BGSing against them. Scooby was at that time 10,000 light years beyond Colonia. He'd gone out on a mass exploration trip and had been away for a long time. So how Ragnar Scott had seen him in IED systems, and we did ask Ragnar Scott which IED system he'd seen him in, because we didn't know IED had any territory that far out. In fact, Scooby never went to join the war against IED, didn't spend a single day fighting against IED, and even voted for DMPS not to join the war. In fact, DMPS didn't join the war with IED, and the likes of me had to leave DMPS to even join the war. So, all that abuse and all that stuff just based on one lie by somebody who lied quite a lot about things. And it was quite funny because I remember I highlighted there was loads of comments from Just Pete ripping into Scooby on my comment section, and Scooby was like, "I've not done anything against you, I'm out exploring." And Just Pete's response was, "Well, you commented, didn't you? You commented on Oddball's video." So apparently that was what Scooby was guilty of, was how dare he comment on my YouTube channel. That was justification to send a mob of angry IED after somebody. Amazing. Then he managed to find Your Eminence. So Scooby always does seem to find the greatest ones. So...
oh shit, here we go again.
Yeah, I don't know how Scooby does it. He was the guy that found Your Eminence, and that all started because of him. He was the one that found Ghost M. John. He always seems to find these ones that are just, really strangely get offended with Scooby while he's out exploring. And again, he's out somewhere sending me videos and screenshots of amazing exploration trip, and has absolutely nothing to do with what this guy's angry about. He just happened to comment on what this guy's angry about. So, as you can see, He started sending Scooby loads of messages, and Scooby had to actually look through and find where and what this related to. And it turned out that the guy was annoyed because Scooby had commented on a Gowron clip on the Xbox community thing on Xbox. And that triggered the guy to start sending Scooby vague messages and weird threats. I mean, they are quite funny messages. It is really like odd stuff. I mean, he literally opening salvo with this.
You don't have any friends. Nobody likes you.
Yeah, and it was hilarious. Yeah, I read through the messages and I thought I'd bring them to you because it's just funny, and also I thought I'd go back and have a look at what triggered it. So oddly enough, it was a Gowron's Glory clip on the Xbox community feed. Gowron posts clips on the Xbox community feed all the time, which is generally Gowron killing people for glory. You know, and as I said, he's a kill anyone anywhere for any reason type of guy, so many of his kills are exactly like this. A unarmed explorer vessel, Anaconda, his Gowron and Jabba jumping in and absolutely annihilating it, because that's what TOC do. TOC kill other players. People know this, so like if you get killed by TOC, sorry, it's not really like a surprise to anyone. You know, there was some comment that this might be a fuel rat ship. I don't know. And to be honest, you can make explorers that are reasonably survivable, but you know, if you're going to go full bore explorer, you're probably going to suffer for it in the long run with hull and shield points. But anyway, the comments on this is where this all happened. So here's Pirate Orc doing his best to dampen things down with the, honestly guys, if you feel this strongly against what he does, maybe go fight them instead of being a bunch of toddlers in the comments. And Scooby, with these comments are hilarious, poor triggered little snowflakes. And then we'll see the comments, and there we go. Sacred Wolf called Gowron a trash can. So, you know, really opening up with something, you know, and I don't see anything abusive or toxic or horrible from either Orc or Scooby on this instance. They're not saying anything offensive, abusive. I mean, maybe he got triggered by being called a snowflake, I don't know. My favourite comment, well, I'll get to it when I highlight it, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, congrats on being an a-hole for no reason. Yeah, Gowron will take that as a compliment. Trash can, 2v1 pussy on run pussies, which is quite the comment from Red Devil. I've only ever fought him when he's been in a wing with other corvettes. And GSC Ripstar with the fact that it says rat tanker would mean that it's a fuel rat. Not necessarily, there are actually tags for fuel rats, but it was certainly a explorer vessel by no stretch of the imagination. It would have had only the slightest bump hull on it and about 80 light year jump range, no doubt. Yeah, made out of paper, why bother, personal or just griefer? Well, I can honestly say there's definitely nothing personal in any of the attacks that TOC do. They are just for fun. And Scooby gets this message, so it was literally like, it's no wonder you have zero friends. And as Scooby pointed out, what a lovely message to get from a complete stranger. They've never met in game. Scooby's never had a conversation with this person before. Literally that comment section is the only time that he's commented on something that this guy's commented on, and this guy got offended by being called a snowflake to the point where he's going to claim that's toxic behavior. And you don't have much longer here. Your toxic behavior on this platform, you don't have much longer here. And as Scooby rightly points out, it's odd when it's a stranger and it's, you know, insults and threats, but okay then, laughing face. And I was going to grab the popcorn because this is only going to escalate from here. And he goes, facts, no insults, and I don't threaten. How do you think a complete stranger found you? Well, usually you look up their gamer tag and message them because, you know, they would have been on the same thread as you in a comment section or would have sent you a message or something like that. I don't know. But this guy's clearly an intelligence, and yeah, I'm working through his logic here. He doesn't think threatening people, saying they're going to be off the platform, is not a threat then? And what facts? He hasn't said what Scooby is supposed to have done that's toxic. And, like, okay, what toxic communications and social interactions? What are you on about? what social interactions and comments are you referring to? Because if that's the worst you've got is the snowflake thing, that makes you the world's biggest Care Bear. Like, if you're complaining about a comment that even Microsoft wouldn't ban someone for, like, really? That's it? And then back to the no friends thing, which is just hilarious. So yeah, I'll say that's all. Thank you very much for watching. I'm so glad to Scooby for finding another one and sending me these comments, because I don't know how he does it when he's out exploring. Anyway, this is my reaction.